welcome back to Penny's Two Cents. It's your girl Penny, and this is my awesome dad,
George.
Today, guys, I made Philly cheesesteak tater tot casserole, okay? Philly cheesesteak tater tot casserole. I didn't follow a recipe. I just threw this together, guys. But I do have a video showing you how I put it together. But let's look at it really quick. It looks absolutely delicious, guys. But before you go to that video, I got a thank you to give out. We got a super thanks donation from You're Enough. You're Enough 3 is their YouTube handle. So thank you so much, You're Enough 3, for your super thanks donation. We truly appreciate it. It does help us with our future food reviews. So thank you so much for that donation. We love you for it. Would you like to say thank you?
So thank you. You're an F.
You're Enough.
You're an F.
No, You're Enough.
You're enough.
Yeah, You're Enough.
You're enough.
Yep. Thank you so much.
You're enough. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much. So anyway, guys, I do have a video on how explaining and showing what I did to this to make this Philly cheesesteak tater tot casserole. So please watch that. And then
She does a lot of work.
And then Dad and I will be back and we're going to taste test it, okay? Okay, guys, today I'm making Philly cheesesteak tater tot casserole. Now, me and Dad loves Philly cheesesteak, and I thought about making a tater tot casserole. I haven't made one in a super long time. I'm not even really sure if Dad's ever had tater tot casserole of any kind. He always says he doesn't really like tater tots. Okay, he loves French fries. I don't understand it, but that's another thing. But anyway, Philly cheesesteak tater tot casserole, that's what I'm attempting today. I'm not going by any recipe, okay? I'm just going to tell you what I did and what I'm doing, okay? So anyway, 1 pound of ground beef. I browned it off with 1 onion, okay? I browned it off in a skillet on the stove with 1 onion, a couple cloves of garlic, my jarlic, okay? Black pepper. I took like a couple dashes of the W sauce, the Worcestershire sauce, however you say that name. The W sauce is what I always call it. Anyway, I put a couple dashes of that in there while I was browning it, okay? So that's my steak part, okay? I also put a little shake of Lowry seasoning salt. And in another skillet, well, like a pot, okay? I cut up some sweet bell peppers. 1 yellow one, 1 orange one, and 1 red one, and another onion, okay? And I diced it up and put it in a pot with like a tablespoon of butter and a little drizzle of olive oil. And then I put a little black pepper in with it, right? And I also put in, let me go get it, guys, in my peppers and onion mix. I put in I've had this for a while. I've put it in certain things, and I decided to use it today. There's my oven. Anyway, it's Trader Joe's Green Goddess seasoning, okay? It's basically onions, garlic, black pepper, chives, all those things, guys. A little citrusy, okay? I put that in with my peppers. I did like, I don't know, probably about a teaspoon and a half, maybe almost 2 teaspoons, okay, in there. I think I told you I did a little more black pepper. Dad loves his black pepper. And I sauteed these. I lightly sauteed them. They're not mushy. They still got a little integrity because I figured they're going to cook a little bit more. I don't like my vegetables like pure mush, okay? But if you like them nice and soft, you saute them as long as you want, okay? Same way with the seasonings. Just make sure to season every layer. Okay, that's what that's the biggest thing. Season your food, okay, and then you'll be happy and you'll thank me for it, okay? So anyway, that's that. Let's get my peppers in my hamburger together. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all these peppers, guys, okay? Let's see here. I'm going to put some in. I'm going to mix it up. You know what? I'm going for it. That's all. If I was going to save that, I think that's just crazy to save. So I'm going for all the peppers and onions, okay? I'll give us a quick little mix. I'll let you show you my ratio. I like a lot of, you know, it's good to get vegetables in, right? So that's my ratio. It's not bad. You can see the peppers, the onions, the meat. Okay? I'm happy with that. Now, cheese. Now, on a good Philly cheesesteak, right? You always have the provolone. But I also have some Mexican cheese. This is the time when you use up stuff, right? So I am going to mix in, how much cheese? I don't know. The provolone I'm going to leave in a layer. So the provolone I'm going to put on top. Okay? So let's go. That's less than a cup. Okay? That might be a total cup. Let's see what that looks like. Probably like a cup and a quarter. Okay, that's what I'm putting in. You can, and you don't. This is Mexican blend. Like I said, this is the time to use up your cheese. You could put mozzarella in here. You could put cheddar in here. Okay, so the Mexican blend has, what does it have in it? It has Monterey Jack, cheddar cheese, Asiago, and quesadilla cheese. Okay. Now, a casserole always has like some sort of creamy element other than the cheese. Usually has some sort of soup or whatever, okay? My nose wants to itch. So anyway, I decided to go with the cream of mushroom roasted garlic soup. And it is condensed, but it's gonna, you don't need to add milk to it or water to it, okay? Because you got all these things that's gonna let off liquid. The peppers and onions is going to let off some more liquid. So you really don't need to add milk to it, but you can. So I've seen people put like one whole can and then maybe like a half a can or another can of milk or something, you know, mix it up. But you don't need to, okay? Now I'm trying to figure out if I want to do 2 cans or 1 can. So let's put the 1 can in and we'll check it from there. Wow. Came out pretty clean. Let's mix it up. Yeah, I think 1 can's gonna be plenty. It doesn't seem too dry. I was worried about it being dry, okay? I'll show it to you here in a minute. Let me get some mixing done here. So you want your oven, I'm preheating my oven to 425. That's what my tater tot bag says to do to make the tater tots. So 425 is what I got my oven preheating on. No, I have not forgot the provolone cheese. Oh, it's going to come in soon. My casserole dish is a ceramic one. Really, guys, you don't need to have extra oil. My meat was like a 80-20. It didn't have a whole lot of fat, so I didn't drain any fat from that, okay? And I did put a little olive oil in with my pepper. So we got some oily aspects. Hardly anything sticks to these, okay? So I'm not going to spray any extra spray. Sometimes it's pointless to spray extra spray. That's just my opinion. You can spray it if you want. But if anything sticks, you just stick it in your sink, put some hot water with some Dawn dish soap in it, and it'll come right out, guys. I'm telling you. Well, anyway. Let's see how much of this mixture I can get in here. Let's give it one more good little mix here. I need those bowls with a handle on it, but I don't even know if I'm strong enough in my wrists anymore to have those kind of bowls. Yeah, we're packing it in. It's all going to go in. That's 1 pound of ground hamburger. It was 3 peppers. A whole onion in the peppers and an onion in the meat. So 2 onions, actually. We always have onions in this house, so I'm not afraid to go for the onion. We love onions. So I'm just going to push this down a little bit here, get it in the corners. It smells absolutely delicious. Nothing smells better. Let me know, guys. Nothing smells, how you feel about this. Let's go back to it. Nothing smells better cooking in a kitchen than garlic and peppers and onions. Nothing smells better. As soon as I started cooking that, Dad's like, oh, it smells so good. That was... And I agree. It just has a really good smell, a really good aroma. It gets your appetite going and everything. So let's get the provolone cheese open. Now here's what I'm doing with the provolone cheese. Now I see a lot of people, and this is your preference, okay? I see a lot of people put the tater tots on and then put the cheese on. I don't want to do that. I want my tater tots to be crispy, okay? So my tater tots are going to go on last. But you can't have a good Philly cheesesteak without some provolone as far as I'm concerned. So I'm putting a layer of provolone on top. Okay? Well, that's 4 slices. And I do not want the holes to be showing. So I'm going to cover them up. As far as I'm concerned, you can't put too much cheese. Okay. You just can't. So that's 4. I use 6 pieces of cheese, guys. 6 pieces of this provolone cheese. And like I said, I'm wanting to cover the spaces. Call me crazy. I get a little wacky sometimes, but that's just how it is, okay? There it is. I covered it up, right? It's all covered. Now, tater tots. Tater tots are going on top. I ain't gonna lie. When Mom would make tater tot casserole, she would just throw it on top. She wouldn't line them up. Okay, but I am gonna line them up. I'll show you what I'm saying. I'm gonna line them up, right? But I'm gonna fast forward this part because every video I've ever watched somebody line up the tater tots, I just find it annoying if they don't fast forward it. So I'm going to fast forward this part. Okay guys, I'm all lined up with my tater tots. I crammed them on there. Now I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. The bag, tater tot bag, says to go 425 degrees for about 25 minutes. Okay? I am going to go like 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I'm going to pull it out a little bit. I got it's less than half a stick of butter in here, guys. About a half a stick of butter in here. And I shook in some of my Green Goddess seasoning. Garlic, onion, that's what this is, okay? So I shook that in here. I am going to brush this on top of the tater tots. I'm seasoning up the tater tots. These tater tots are plain. If they don't have some sort of flavor on them, as far as I'm concerned, you don't have to do this part. Or you could just put your black pepper on there. Or you could just shake some garlic powder or garlic salt or something on there. But they're flavorless. You know, they just taste like potato. So I'm going to give it a little flavor. But we're going to put this in for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to put that garlic butter on. And then I'm going to pop it in, I would say, for another 25 minutes. I'll let you know exactly how long I go, okay? But here we go. Stay with us. Okay, guys, you saw how I put it together. You heard me explain my seasonings and all that. This looks absolutely delicious. It's been smelling up the house.
Yeah.
So, I want...
Smelling up the house.
Yep.
Very good, very good.
I want to explain
Very
really...
good aroma.
Yeah. I want to explain, like, the time limit, guys. I went 25 minutes. Just like I told you, I stuck it in there for 25 minutes. At the 25-minute mark, I took my butter and my Green Goddess, my Trader Joe's Green Goddess seasoning. You can use any seasonings you want. You use just garlic with butter, or even just shake garlic powder or whatever on it, okay? But anyway, I put it on there. So 25 minutes. Then I put my seasoning, my butter, my seasoned butter on there. I didn't use it all. I just kind of brushed it across there a couple ways just to make sure I got some on there, get some seasoning on there. And I went another 5 minutes. Okay, so that made it a total of 30 minutes cook time. But I also, the last minute or so, I put it on broil. I wanted to get that little chard a little bit going on. So that's exactly how long I went. Let's get this dished up. I'm getting pretty hungry. It's about 2:30. We should have already ate. But like Dad says, trying to do the video and all that, it kind of slows us down. So let's get Dad dished up here and see if this is any good or not. Should be cheesy. Oh, it is. Look at the cheese pool, guys. Woo, it's cheesy. Oh, wow.
It's good. Yeah,
It's gonna be,
delicious.
okay, it's gonna be cheesy, Daddy, okay?
Yeah,
Okay. Just letting you know. And I'll get you more if you need it, but I'm gonna try to break this up just a little bit.
okay.
And it has cooled down a little bit. You see the steam coming off of it, but it has cooled down a little bit, but I'm just reminding Dad just to be careful. You know, because cheese sometimes does hold some
Yeah.
heat. But it's cooled down quite a bit because I had to load up the dishwasher and do all those things, and so it had been a minute, so. Yeah, it's gonna be cheesy. You're gonna get some cheese on it. Like I said, guys, I didn't follow a recipe. I just did with what my heart said to do. You know, you don't, a recipe is just like a guide, okay? Whenever you hear somebody give a recipe out, like, you know, a tablespoon of this and a teaspoon of that, and it's just a guide, okay? If you don't like that certain seasoning or whatever, don't use it. Or if you don't like a lot of that seasoning, then use less of it. Like I said, a recipe is just a guide, okay? So if you've seen me make this and you think you want to try it, if you don't like, say if you don't like the roasted soup, roasted, what was it, cream of mushroom, the roasted garlic. Say you don't like mushroom. You don't have to use the roasted garlic, cream of mushroom, whatever. You don't have to use that. You could use, Campbell's puts out a French onion soup, I think would be good in this, instead of the roasted garlic, cream of mushroom. You could use cream of chicken. You could use brown gravy mix. Make that brown gravy mix in the packet and put that in with the meat. You can use that. You just need some sort of like soup element or something to make it creamy in there. Like if you just like a lot of cheese, then you can do cream cheese and just cheese, whatever. But there has to be something. You don't just want crumbly meat, right? This might be too cheesy for Dad. He'll let you know, though, if it tastes good or whatever. How you like the flavor of it, Dave?
It was good taste.
Very good flavor.
It's a good flavor all the way through.
It's hitting every note of like a Philly cheesesteak, okay, guys? You got the beef, right? The onions and peppers are great. The cheese is, I think it might be a little too cheesy for Dad, okay? He'll let you know. I wouldn't change a thing. It's hitting the flavor profile that I wanted it to. The tater tots have that nice little crunch on them on the outside. Wow. Oh my goodness. With all the cheese, okay, I'm just gonna put it this way. I think Dad would say this. And I'm on the same, I think Dad, we'll let Dad tell you, but with all the cheese in it, it is very rich, okay? I'm not gonna say oily, but it's got like, provolone cheese and other cheese has oils in it, right? It releases oils, right? So it's very, like Dad says, rich. It's got like you're not going to want to sit and eat this whole casserole like right now. It's going to taste that good and you're going to want to, but you're not going to. You know what I mean? Because that's how rich it is from all the, I dipped a little extra butter on top too. But it's just from all the cheese, okay? But wow. And it's the provolone cheese that's making it really stringy. So if you have a problem with like really stringy cheese, okay, like really stretchy, pulley cheese, then just use shredded, okay? Use your favorite shredded cheese, mozzarella, or the Mexican blend, or cheddar cheese. You can use any cheese you want. But the bell peppers are delicious, okay? Adding those peppers in there are delicious. Even if you don't, say you don't like, I have a friend that has a little problems with vegetables, okay? I'm not going to say her name. But she has a problem with certain vegetables. I don't know how she feels about bell peppers or whatever. If you don't like bell peppers, you don't have to put them in, okay? Say if you just like onion. Do onion. Do some extra onion, okay? But, man, there's so many ways to adjust this if you got a picky family. Okay, there's so many ways to adjust it. Some kids won't eat onion. Okay, leave out the onion. Or some kids just won't eat, like they'll eat, like, you could put like onion powder in it, but they won't eat onion when they see it chopped up like a piece of onion. Okay, so sometimes you can hide the flavors. You can just use onion powder. So good. You got it. Are you full right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get you a Kleenex.
It's good all the way through. It's a good taste.
It's got the Philly cheesesteak flavors to it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Without the bread. Okay. It tastes like a really good Philly cheesesteak without the bread. But could I make this one again?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, you would eat it no matter what.
I eat this spaghetti. The cheese.
Yeah.
The cheese is really good.
It's a good cheese. It's just really stringy, right?
Real stringy.
Yeah. But you like the peppers and onions and all that stuff in there?
Oh, pepper and onions.
They're really good. Really
They're
good.
good. They're excellent.
Yep. Really, really good, guys. Dad, what score out of 10 would you give this?
I did 10.
Yeah, I'd give it a perfect 10 too, guys. It is really good. It's hitting all the flavors. This, like I said, whenever you make something like this, make it your own. Okay, you know how much garlic you like and stuff. You know how much salt you like. I think I hit the salt content pretty good too.
Oh,
I didn't make
yeah,
I didn't make it
pretty
too.
good.
I didn't make it too salty. You know how much black pepper you like. You know what I mean? Like I said,
Black pepper.
yeah. A recipe is just like a guideline. A recipe is like to get you started. This is how I look at it. Okay, a recipe is just like to get you started on that path. But then you can add more of something or add something that you know is going to go good in that isn't in the recipe. There are so many recipes out there, and I can't tell you how many of them I've looked at and be like, I'm not going to follow that to the T, right? Because I don't like a certain thing.
She knows I eat pepper.
All right, like there's a certain thing that you know.
There's certain things that the family you will drive on.
Likes or don't like,
and
yeah.
will reject.
So what it is, guys, look at recipes. You know, if it has something you don't like, say it's cilantro, don't use the cilantro. If you want a green element, use parsley. You know what I mean? Just get a little creative with it. That's what I always do. I always look at recipes and I'm like, oh, that would be so much better if they put garlic in it. Or that would be so much better if they put seasoned butter on the tater tots like I did. You know what I mean? That's just what I do. That's how I do. I look up recipes and I'm like, they should have did this or they should have did that or why did they put that? I wouldn't put that in there. Do that. You know, follow your heart on when you put a meal together because I think you'll be happier. I think you'll be happier if you follow your heart. You know, use the recipe as a guideline, but then add your own thing to it or take out whatever you got to do. Put your heart into it, okay? So.
Yeah, put your family into it.
Yep.
You'll find out that the family will tell you honestly.
Yeah. That's how I make a lot of things for me and Dad, because like the black pepper aspect, I probably wouldn't, if I was just making something for me, I would just shake a little black pepper, right? But with Dad, when I'm making something for Dad to eat, I go heavy on the black pepper because I know he likes black pepper. Okay, so I don't hate it. It's just if I was just making it for me, I'd probably just go shake, shake. With Dad, I go shake, 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 shake. You know what I mean? So, but that's what I do. That's it.
She's a very good cook.
Yeah. Well, my mom passed down the talent evidently because. Everybody who has ate my mom's cooking had always said that it was very good. My very good friend I grew up with, Gina, would sometimes eat 2 dinners. She would eat dinner at home and she would eat dinner at our house because she didn't want to miss out on Mom's dinner. So if Gina's watching us, shout out to Gina. She knows what I'm talking about.
Her mother was a good cook.
Yeah, Mom was
a good cook.
She was a very good cook, and she passed it down to me. And it wasn't so much of like showing me every aspect. It was just I watched her, and I just saw she wasn't afraid. You know what I mean? She would taste it in between cooking it to see if it needed more salt, more pepper, more garlic, and that's just how I do. And that's all big chefs do that too, okay? All big chefs do that. You don't think they just throw a cup of this and a cup of that and a cup of this in something without tasting it, do you? Because they taste it. That's how they know if it needs more or if something needs added to it, true. Right? So, anyway, that's it, guys. We hope, let's let these guys go now. Okay. I was getting ready to start it up. We hope you all have a great lunch, a great dinner, or a great late night snack. But most of all, guys, we hope you have a great day.
A great day and a better tomorrow. And God bless you all.
Yes, guys. God bless. come back tomorrow. See what we're eating. See what we're reviewing. See if we like it or not. Until tomorrow, bye-bye.
Thank you for enough.
You're enough
You're enough.
for the donation. Thank you so much. Are you going to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.